Look at that. Beautiful yellow bloom on this mini cattleya. And it's got another bud coming out. And how have I been watering them this year? A lot different than last year. This time I just, for the cattleyas, they have the shade cloth because they are facing south, maximum sun, and to get water with the sprayer, as you're going to see in this video. And it's a light watering. We don't give them a heavy watering anymore during the hottest part of the summer, so they just get enough water that they can just take up with their roots and no more. And the results are speaking for themselves. Plus, every month or so they get Epsom salts. Every watering has a very mild diluted liquid feed, and also they will be hit with dolomite lime. The reason why I'm using all of these different minerals is because in nature they get these. In cultivation they don't, so we need to supply what nature supplies. You can see that this cattleya here is absolutely magnificent. Whether it be a mistake or not, a lot of cattleyas that are bought from amateur growers, they tend to underwater and they really don't know that actually they're doing the right thing. Because certainly overwatering can be a major problem for these orchids, especially during the hottest times of the year. Anyway, stay tuned for this video. We're going to look into it a little bit more. Hi, welcome back to my Life with Plants. I'm Newman. These are incense coils that they sell here. Insect repellent against mosquitoes, because we've just got literally millions of them buzzing around. Just a little update on this garden of orchids. First off, we're going to look at Maxillaria tenuifolia. You can see all the new growths coming out. They look like grass, sort of very linear leaves coming out, but those are the new growths. Still in the sphagnum moss. Once again, if it gets acidic, you just throw in some dolomite lime, knock it right back to neutral. No need to keep repotting orchids over and over again unless they outgrow the pots. And even then I recommend just letting them creep out and then sticking a pot close by, which I'll show you later. So over here we have this lovely new growth. This whole new cane is new on this Dendrobium thriciflorum. Got my tongue twisted there. So that's nice. Didn't flower though. These are a bunch of Dendrobium nobile types. They're growing very well. Starting to get some lilies that are opening up now. These are those notorious beetles eating the hydrangea. They're a curse. So at the back here, getting bigger than ever, is this Dendrobium green eye, baby green eye. And monoliforme. There's all that nice growth. That one is just more or less roots in a pot. Didn't have any medium at all. Media, I mean. And these are growing really well. And my Dendrobium stardust. And up there you can see canes growing. If you have a garden, you have bugs and they gnaw stuff. It's just normal. And over there, another one, Dendrobium nobile type. There's the pond down there. Bring my coil with me so I don't get ravaged by these hungry mosquitoes. Because they are on them. They are on the beat. You can smell me. And over here you have this other nobile that have been growing for a while on this mount. Got two new growths here and one here, one there. Yeah. It's been hard to keep up with the watering. It's on a mound. Nobiles just seem to be orchids that just didn't need a whole lot of water. This is a kind of a Tillandsia type that has a flower that resembles a flattened, kind of a flat stem that produces the flowers out of in between the colourful bracts. And this is another nobile. Sorry, Dendrobium monoliforme. The little bag up there has got slow release fertilizer. And we've got this one here. It's been growing really well. It's got all these lovely new canes coming out. This one's starting to push out some new growths here. And I really look forward to the flowers on that if I ever get any. Not an orchid, but I love these too. This is another monoliforme. It's been growing really well. It even looks like it's producing some keikis right up the top there, which is neat. It's going to be a big bushy orchid. There's one of these grasshoppers here. You're the guy that's been eating this. It's you, right? I'm gonna have to grab you and put you out on the front lawn. You can eat grass, because I won't kill them. And this one's been putting out a lot of growth. You can see out here, these are all new. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And up in this part, it's kind of got some dieback, but it'll recover and do well, I'm sure. And this one has like a variegation on the edge of the leaf, and it's another monoliforme. Yeah, it's a nice one. It's been growing really well. And Nepenthes alata and producing all these new pitches. These are the ones from last year, which I'm going to cut off because they've been in there for a very long time. And these are its upper pitches. Been climbing up and twisting around this bush and producing these pitches. And this is the tip of the plant. Down here, one of my favorite nobiles because of its flowers, and it's growing in this pot here. Very nice new growth. It'll flower very nicely for me. next year. Sorry, this year. Next. This. I don't know. Alright. The canes are getting bigger and bigger on this Dendrobium hancockii that's native to Vietnam and Yunnan, China, I'm pretty sure. So it's very nice to have new canes growing. This is a variegated one, nobile type, monoliforme. And it didn't flower at all, so we're going to move that one during the very late autumn. I can't move it now, I might get a bit burnt because it's used to its position, but they got to move to a place where they can get a little more light. This is another nobile, and that one's a monoliforme type. Move around here so we can have a glimpse at the Vanda falcata. This falcata will be moving along with this one and this one. We're going to move to a higher light position because they actually need some direct sunlight, believe it or not. They required direct. And this is a nice big nobile type. See down there all that growth. So it's growing really well. It's going to flower very well. Oh, see the label here. Love memory fizz. Okay, the last part destroyed the name. Love memory fizz. The memory of your love is fizzing out. Is that what it means? Okay. Coming around here. Ooh. See in there we got a Dendrobium nobile type that's very, very hardy, and it's putting out a lot of growth. All of these down here are new. This one is starting to grow better. Blow a bug off my shoulder. Yep. This one is candy. Something candy. Sweet candy. Sweet candy flowered very nicely. And it's putting out the new growth here. And I better hurry up with it. It's got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's got to start growing a bit faster so I can mature those canes to produce flowers in the spring. This one here is a Cotton Sunray. They get huge. Turn into massive things. It's my Epidendrum falcatum. So I was very happy to be able to find one of these that I can afford. Because if I blow my budget is done, and I can't buy anything else. And like always, we're going to come around here. Oh, I got a mosquito around my ears. We've had a little bit of death here. Denema polybourbon. Still growing fine. And I got a mosquito that's trying to bite me on the neck. mosquito love. Look, check out all these roots. Look at them grabbing onto this mount. Coming down here. Got something that could be a sheath that's going to have flowers, hopefully. Yeah, these three are new growths on Chrysobelia little stars, and this is a new growth, and we have a new growth right in there. And a new growth there and there. So there's plenty going on. And this is the hardest one to see. But these new growths have to, it's quite a slow grow, nodosa. But it's getting there. We have some roots that have actually gone onto the mount there, you can see. And overall it's healthy. You're going to have some tropical weather. What am I talking about? It is tropical. We're going to be having some showers. There's a typhoons blowing over. And this one is Cattleya lundii that I knew I had to move here because it was a cooler grower and it's been liking it. It's produced a new growth here and here. And there and there and here too. So you can see by the moss on the surface of the pot that this is a cool area that gets some sun in the afternoon. It's west. Yep, and this one over here is Gulf Shore's Beauty, Cattleya. And it has this new cane, and this new cane, they might flower for me. And I got some weeds in there that I have to get out at some point. Gotta go in there with the long tweezers. Same with the moss here. Fern. And this one is Leptotes bicolor that has been growing much better this year. And when will it put new growth out? And if it does, it's kind of slow. These other ones are not worth showing at the moment. Okay. And that is it for this update. Okay, I got several mosquito bites, so I gotta go and deal with that. So that is the orchids in the garden. Chrysatoxum is still doing well. You can see all those roots coming out there. So this is a busy growing its new canes. This is getting better growth on it. Dendrobium jenkinsenii, which will have to come in during the winter. And my piece of Lodogesii dendrobium, which is growing fine on that stick. Okay. So before I get eaten to death, I better go, and thanks for watching. Hope you found this interesting update on my orchids and how they're doing. Here's a shot of this side of the house where those Chrysobelas hang up. Yeah, okay, until next time, see you, bye bye.